Feminists want you to think exactly like they do. They want to
Facts.
put you in their feminist box. So
Yes.
you need to chase the career, chase the education.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Meat Puppet, gonna bring you guys another video. Surprisingly, being a father in this age, staying with the same woman for more than 16 years, it feels like you're a dinosaur. It feels like you should be put in a museum because nobody actually does it, nobody actually enjoys it, and when they wanna have it and you tell them what you're doing to maintain it, they're like, they can't even fathom how you do it. But they're all ready to call you, you know what, you're lucky. You shouldn't throw it in our face. So it's just kind of weird how we live in a world where people just want to blame, want to have fun, but they don't understand that value in relationship as a father with your partner for a very long time. It's not about you. It's about them. Everything I do is about my wife. Everything she does is about me. Everything we do together is for the children. It's not that bad as you're suggesting. Of course, it's we're tired. It's just like when you are an entrepreneur and you invest in your business. It's work, but you get something back, right? But mine, it doesn't depend on people. Mine is just depends on my child and how he smiles back at me.
I'm going to read two excerpts from this, and then we're going to get into the response of this article. But she says, what I didn't understand, couldn't have at the time, was that deserting yourself for another person is a relief. My days began to unfold according to her schedule. She had a daughter, for more context. That weird rhythm of newborns, and the worries I entertained were better than the ones that came before, more concrete, more vital, less tethered to the catastrophic confines of my own school. For this member of a generation famously beset by anxiety, it was a welcome liberation. So essentially she's saying that it was like her own liberation. A lot of women say this too, that when you have a child, when you know your baby comes, you seem to lose sense of everything else in the world. And yes, there are women who don't feel anything when they give birth. So
I mean, I totally agree. That's happened to me also in a way that once my baby was born, they placed it in my arm. I was like, I don't feel anything, right? It felt just like it was just a piece of meat. I didn't understand it. What was weird though is normally when the baby is born, they take the baby to a place and they clean the baby. And these nurses, they know what a baby can do. They do it like very simple, as if they're washing something very quickly. But in my mind, this baby, the baby's limbs are getting broken. And it scared me. I became so defensive, loving something that I did not understand. Nobody explained to me anything. I was just watching the nurse through a glass, and I was about to bang on the door or the window, would be like, yo, what are you doing? You know? It's a weird feeling. The first few days, I felt kind of disconnected, not my wife. I was. But with time, I started having like a purpose, like I don't need all this mumbo jumbo in my life. I just need to make sure he sleeps well. Oh yeah, he sleeps well. And then I know everything is okay. And it relieves a specific burden because you don't care about the other smaller stuff. Because for me, I wanted to be a father. I didn't want to have a baby. I didn't want to be, hey people, no, I wanted to pass on my knowledge or something. Everybody reaches that moment.
not all women, but for a majority of women, they feel this sense of, freedom. Like, oh, it's not just about me. It's now I have to focus on this person that I created. And, for a generation who has been very, very selfish and have been promoted to be even more selfish, like get your own bag, make your own money, get the career that you want, live the life that you want. If it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't serve you, leave. That goes away when you have a child, when you have to take care of someone else. So
this is the way we're living right now is not natural. So whenever these people experience any condition that limits what they want to do, they have so much issue. That's why they have anxiety, because there's so much options, and it's frustrating. I mean, when my first baby had some my first baby is autistic, right? And we had difficulty to connect with him because it was hard to communicate. I had a little anxiety, so I went to the psychologist. The thing is, I'm doing 10 things and only one thing is working, and I need you to help me guide it to one, two, or three. And we did it. And with that time, I knew what I had to do. I focused on that. That was also a reason when I was doing my YouTube, because back in the day I was doing like League of Legends videos. It was going very well, but it was too stressful when my baby needed me and my wife. So I literally stopped. I could not handle it anymore, because you have to decide what is important for you. And that is at the moment that I realized I have to be a father. But I had one thing. But these kids these days, these ladies these days, the priorities that they have, it's so multitasked. They have so many things going on. I cannot even comprehend why they would even consider having a baby is normal or empowering. And if there's a lady that can do it, I can see why they find it so offensive. Because in the end, the article, there are some personal attacks in this video that I was like, damn ladies, you gangsta.
You know, I love what she says there. I think it was a beautiful way of saying it was a welcomed liberation. It was a sigh of relief for her. And then she goes on and
Yeah, once I disconnected from YouTubing and I decided, let me just focus on my kids and spend time with them at that moment, it was liberating. It was so much chiller. Then I had the second baby, it was super chill. And now it's so amazing because literally I invested almost like 6 years to just have a stable home, focus on my job, so my job is clear what I want, where I have to say, and it's just amazing. I'm having a blast right now. Everybody is having a blast. And now I'm adding stuff to my life that doesn't provide anxiety to it.
one of the things that they don't tell you about having kids is you don't ever have a baby. You have your baby, which is to you the your baby, the sum of all babies. So meaning, you know, it's not just a baby. You created your human, and it's such a beautiful experience. She goes on to say, the moment they laid her dampy rosy body on my chest, I knew that she would envelop my world. I had worried about that very thing, because again, you know, some women don't feel that sense of joy of having a child, but most women do.
I would say that most women that actually enjoy their baby, they usually don't promote them as much. They keep it very, very private. And people assume that, hey, if I don't hear about it, then, hey, mom, maybe I'm right. That's why I'm Gucci, because most women don't really enjoy their baby. If I have to be honest, most ladies don't like to post so much pictures online because they don't trust the internet. It's a gangster place. So just because you don't see the picture, that doesn't mean they don't love the kids with all their love. It's just you live in your cloud world without baby because you enjoy your freedom. But remember, not everybody thinks the same as you. A good mother that just focuses on their baby at home would never find it interesting to post everything online, because everybody that loves them is in their life. There's no need of promotion because the promotion is in their house.
Think like she's just depicting her beautiful experience of having a child and what it means to her and the feeling that she has. She never said all women should do this exact thing. She was just sharing her personal story in an opinion piece in the New York Times.
But that is dangerous. You can't have an opinion. Everybody has to think alike. I think that is one of the most dangerous things to do. I find it so weird that people want to destroy your life because what they're suggesting, they could not have received that. So the only way to justify it, they need to put you down, see other people put you down in the cloud, so they feel like, hey, you see how many people agree with me? I guess I'm right. You have no idea what you're talking about. If a bunch of women at home starts opening their mouth, they would have destroyed. There are so many simple, silent, introverted, chill moms at home that are super happy. The amount of times that I go out, hang out with my friends with a bunch of babies, it's amazing. We are good. We don't care about the internet. You do you. You live in the cloud. I am in the cloud at my home.
The feminists and a lot of the left lost their minds. And a famous feminist by the name of Jude Ellison Doyle, sorry, she's non-binary. They said, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing this woman it was a tremendous personal achievement to be repeatedly knocked up by an internet troll she met in high school.
Who the heck says that to a mom that is actually happy having a baby and she decided to stop all these work things because all moms have to work to be successful? No, she's kind of happy. She's kind of chill. She just wants to focus on the baby. And you go to her and tell her, well, just because somebody knocked you up or whatever, that doesn't mean you're really happy. You should have let... I don't get it. The amount of personal attacks that I've seen is humongous.
Very, very pro-woman here, okay? The next feminist that came out was Amanda Marcotti. She wrote, I would like to thank this headline byline combo for helping me set a record for the quickest gross pass I've ever uttered in my life. And more feminists wrote personal attacks on this woman. Personal attacks. If they had attacked the article or anything other than her, fine. They could have given their opinion. They could have given the other side of what that looks like. But no, they decided to attack her personally. And this is feminist 101 training, okay? This is what feminists do, and a lot of these woke people do when their argument falls apart. They just attack you personally.
And by the way, she was a very big feminist back in the day, and she just realized, hey man, there's something wrong with this game, and she decided to go the other way because she realized that she was on a path of destruction without consistency of happiness. And she decided, look man, I'm gonna chill, be a little more humble with my husband that I'm going to marry. And she is so much happy because there's more consistency. She's not looking for happiness. She knows if I'm happy and consistent, whatever I do right now, even if whatever negative thing comes in my way, I can just handle it. I don't need to look for the happiness. I can just keep doing this, and whatever happens, I know for sure I can handle it. It's just a way of life.
It's funny because it happens to me all the time. I have so many feminists out there that make videos about me and call me all these names and say that have internalized misogyny and that I'm, the problem with women and all this other stuff. Feminists want you to think exactly like they do. They want to put you in their feminist box.
Yes.
So you need to chase the career, chase the education. You don't need a man. You are the queen. You can just not shave your legs or your arms. You can wear whatever color hair you want. You should have many cats. That is what feminism teaches you, especially modern day. Before, they actually did something.
It's just very important just to invest, and whenever the baby is sleeping, just go play with your phone. You're not bored. You can do everything at home. Then you can just go for a walk with your baby, talk to him, and then go to a pool, swim with him, have fun with him. I have so much fun. Me and my wife, we don't agree at all in a lot of stuff. But what happened with time, we kept bouncing, and slowly we became kind of consistent. So it's not that it just happens. You're not going to find the perfect person in the beginning. You just need a person that has the common sense to understand when they have to adapt and change with time. That's what I did. And now I'm in a position that whatever I do, even if I say something that she doesn't understand, she respects me enough to be, you know what, I'm going to take it in consideration. I'm going to try out my best the way he strategized. And if it works, good. If it doesn't, then we won't do it anymore. We don't fight in front of our children ever. And I believe it's possible. But I think a lot of people don't even attempt those strategies, be consistent, or try to convince the one that seems to be a little hard-headed with time. It's easy to be said, yes, but hey, if it's easy to be said and I found a super feminist woman and I took my time, and it took a lot of time, I mean almost like 10 years that we are like on the same page. It's a relationship. It doesn't change. I can date somebody, change them when they're in their 25 and they live 25 years thinking a different way. That's not gonna happen. But anyway, I don't want to make the video too long. I think you can see where I'm coming from. At least I'm having a good time. Life is Gucci. I have purpose in my life. Everything is to give these little dudes a good life. I'm eating healthy. I have all the games. I have my beautiful house because I'm a consistent person. I'm not the best entrepreneur to build my own business, but I'm the best father that I know I can be right now, and it's working amazingly. Let me know what you guys think. Remember to like, share, hit the bell, subscribe. Also remember, I got all these new links in my description. TikTok, I'm gonna put like fatherly advice there. Instagram, I might put other stuff right there. Facebook, I'm just gonna try to be as active as possible. I'm a busy man, but I will try my best. But anyway, see you guys next time. Peace.
Don't get me wrong, mako sa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam turloqueta verdeta welcome. Dem vida mi a tu iniciativa, padrei ku indica e também que sum sativa.